Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is 6:35 AM on Friday the 27th of June 2025. The current temperature is 19.9. Feels like 19.9 degrees Celsius. 80% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since 9 AM yesterday. Low of 18, high of 24. That's Celsius. 15 kilometre per hour winds, and we're out at Wangan. Yes, we've done the walk to Wangan. If you saw someone walking along with a torch today, we're out this way, around this hour, a bit earlier, from about 5 onwards. That's me. We're on low light mode, trying to get as much as we can. We're on Maya Avenue, Wangan. Pretty sure that's that's the name of the main road. Camera to straighten up, get out of the way of these vehicles. I wish the footpath went further along. Give them a chance to go past. Give them a wave. Across the... There's a full-size railway line. Must be the one that goes down to Townsville. Because it's too big to be a cane train line. Anyway, it'd be nice if there was a footpath along here. It's a nice breeze. Starting to get a bit warm. So there's the Northern Iron and Brass Foundry. There's a few lights there in the sheds. Don't know if you'll be able to see it yet until I get closer up. Can't wait till we get onto the footpath, which is just up here. It's just past this yellow sign here. There's lands for sale here. A&A Realty. Get off the road so the vehicle can go past so I can get back out. Wish they'd slow down when they see me so I can get off the road. Yeah, we're nearly up to where this footpath. Anyway, there's a Northern Iron Brass Foundry. We may walk out the South Johnson, we may not. Depending on how I feel once I get up that way. The weather, it's a bit overcast. You'll probably see it in the sky there. There's an ambulance going past. Yeah, some frangipani tree just up here to my right. It is your Northern Iron and Brass Foundry. So Wangan. Grey Street, Gray. Try to get the camera to focus a little bit more because it is a bit too dark for it. It is low light mode though, so it should be fine. Your foundry. Try and show as much detail as we can as we go past, like we always do. Not going to do back streets and all that. I've shown them in other videos. I've shown this in other videos too, but it gives me an excuse to come out here and get some exercise. I've already walked for 1 hour 46 minutes. 8.17 kilometres. 11,730 steps up to this time. So if you hear the distance on here, that's from distance from home to here. So from Innisfail to here to where I'm up to at the time when it says it. The Northern Iron and Brass Foundry signage over there, big factory. I don't know what they make there now, but I know they used to make the, I don't know what you call them, but they go over the top of the sewage things. And they'd have Northern Iron and Brass Foundry written on it. Sound like there was someone behind me. Might have been an animal. Anyway. So your manhole covers, the sewer manhole covers, more the wording. So there's people working there right now. Wow. Northern Iron Brass Foundry signage for visitors to go this way. A few vehicles there. There is bus stops out here, but I think only school buses come out here now. There's a bus stop over here. There's one out, I think there's a couple out at South Johnson, but they don't get used. Yeah, it's all just school buses. So if I wanted to catch a school bus home, I don't know if they allow it. Yeah, I'm not too sure how that works. I got no idea how that works. Got a photo for the thumbnail. Showing the foundry a little bit. Might end up finding another photo that turns out better. I'll let this guy go past. Turn in. It's all going well. People to give people weird looks. There's a lit up sign up here, like they use for for advertising. They also use them for roadworks and that. And the doggy, a little doggy. To my right. No, doesn't start barking, so it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. My revenue Wangan to my left. Houses on both sides. At the moment, not the frangipani tree. I'm sure they're frangipani trees. Yeah, they're really nice when they're in bloom. So if you can hear the stuff in my backpack moving around, nothing I can do about it. So I'll show my Avenue Wangan. Where this car is. The Wangan Bakery up here. And then there's a service station further up. Reduce speed, roadworks ahead. Change traffic. So it may not be even possible to walk out to South Johnson. I think this here all needs to be replaced, this whole footpath. I've mentioned it before. It's pretty horrible. The true roots of rectipavers needs to be fully replaced with proper cement, concrete, whatever you want to call it. Cartier Road, this one here. Take you out to the Mundu School and the airport. Yeah. Cardier. I know it's Cartier Road because I've heard people say it often enough over the years. And I knew a guy who that was his last name, and the street was named after his relations. So, yep, Meyer Avenue, written on there. The sign over there. The old fish and chip store coming up. I think this used to be some sort of business as well, but it became a house. And people lived in it, behind it, back in the day when it was a business. That was another, yeah. Where JB Car Sound Stereo used to be. No, well, JB Hi-Fi, JB Car Sound used to be up here. As well, I think that's further up. Yeah, the old, I think it was Battered Wife or something they called it. Controversial name. The fish and chip shop. Been closed down for years. 38 Meyer Avenue. So, the phone number 40642261. Yeah, it's been closed down for years. The Wangan Bakery, so I assume would be open. There's your roadwork sign. There's your Wangan Bakery, where I might get something to eat on the way back through. Don't show as much detail while we're here. Sugar cane on the other side of the road now. Over there. So there's your sugar cane for those who don't know about sugar cane. There it is. People used to say the pies at the service station up here used to be really nice, but there's new owners in the last couple of years, so I don't know if they're still the same pies. So I'm pretty sure they were homemade, what people used to say. Yeah. This footpath's not too bad here. Just back where I've mentioned it before. Just needs to be pressure washed and whippersnipped and all that, so it's a bit nicer to walk on, as you can tell here. You'll probably get school kids around soon. 6:46 a.m. 8.65 kilometres. An hour 54, nearly 2 hours of walking. Not too bad. People say, well, how can you walk that far? Well, I like to find Fish Point and those sort of places. Well, when you think about walk from town around Coronation Drive, back down across Centenary Bridge down River Avenue and all that, it's around the same distance. I mean, return this is longer, but the distance to here is about the same. It's usually about 10 kilometres, about 2 back home. So anyway, I'll show the camera out on the road because there's someone coming. Out of respect. Morning. Yeah, it was this place here, I think. It was JB Car Sound. Yeah, it's got UHF radios there, I can read it. You can see it. There used to be a printer there for a while too. Wonder if that will show up in the video. I'm going to take a photo just in case it doesn't. Yeah, oh, it may not turn up in the photo either. Might be able to read where it says UHF. But if you can, then I'll put it on the video. I think it's all just storage now for somebody. That's right. Wonder if you can, if it says JB Car Sound. Come on and say JB Hi-Fi. Excelsior Printing it was. That's what it was before, for a while there. Let's get a photo. Oh. Excelsior. There you go, Excelsior Printing. That's a bit of history there. I wish it still said JB Car Sound Stereo. Tissue paper and rubber stamps. There you go. That's still on there. I like seeing all the history stuff on there. Excelsior. See if I can get both signs in the one photo. I very much doubt it because of the angle and the lighting. That might show up. I'll show that in the video as well. Shay Street, S-H-A-Y. Yep, Meyer Avenue. Shay, down there. Michael Spry Painting Depot. That's what it says there, that brown building. There you go. So police. A lot of them know what I do, so that I don't get hassled, which is good. Hope it stays that way. Let's look back where we just came from. Towards Excelsior. And Shay Street. Yeah, surprised this wasn't all developed across here and turned into houses and that. There's an airplane. I've been watching them going around the last half an hour, like really low. They come over me pretty low. Not low enough that they'd hit me or anything, but it was pretty low. Above the power lines, of course, safely. But it was pretty cool to see with the lights and that. You could actually see the lights shining in the cane. Yeah, I might get a drink at the Ampole. That's right, yeah, it's Ampole now. You used to be able to go sit under there, under cover, but they've changed it. The new owners, they don't open it. Monday State School advertising here. That was there last time. 100 Cartier Road, Wangan. might be able to walk in and quick look in the amp hole. I better show much because people don't like it. Still in low light mode. So they announced in a council live stream yesterday that we're getting another newspaper soon. So the Advocate closed down a few years ago. We're supposed to be getting a new one. It's pretty cool. There's pies in there. Amp hole amplifier. So this is the third amp hole in Innisfail. So you got the one which used to be Puma out at Gundi, Basilado one. That's now an amp hole. It was Puma before that. Before that it was BP, all these things. And then there was the one used to be Caltex next to the Metro, and this one. This one used to be called Donald Duck Inn back in the day. It's got Empire Wangan written on it. I should have a ramp. Oh, the other side's a ramp. Right. See what we can show. Well, didn't know it was an automatic door. So I went to open it. I'll be able to talk in here.
Total 9 kilometers. 1 hour 59 minutes 13 seconds. 12,890 steps. Heart rate 130 beats per minute.
Skinny can. Whew. Good, thanks. How are you? Can I get a steak, bacon and cheese pie, please? So that was Empire Wangan, couldn't finish up much. Airplane going over. Hopefully that shows up in the video. Yeah, it's pretty low. Interesting to see. So Empire Wangan, just show it a little bit more while I'm eating this pie. Pie's really nice. That's lovely. Beef, cheese and bacon. Very nice. Might be a little messy, but it's nice. On the left, Carriageway Hotel. Established 1st of the 1st, 1911. All right. And the random Telstra public phone. Carriageway. Sorry, the video went a little bit weird, but I couldn't get any phone reception out here in the service station, so I had to transfer money outside. The lady said, "Oh, you probably get reception outside." Going the road just here. I know this area fairly well. From over the years, scooter riding and walking and all that. Would be nice to put in a pathway up here, at least up to the Henderson Drive turn off, where there's a bit of a seating area. This is South Johnson, Silkwood, Melamilla, Atherton, Mamu Tropical Skywalk signage. So you turn right up here for the Melamilla, Atherton Tablelands and all that. South Johnson, Silkwood, straight ahead. So I don't know that I'm going to go all the way to South Johnson. I have shown it before. I might just stop up here, have a rest and go back. It should be fine to walk along this part, away from the traffic. Sugarcane up here. So much cheese in this pie. That's what I really like. I like it when they put a good amount of cheese in pies. Yeah, I'm a big fan of cheese and bacon pies. Hopefully there's no one up at this rest stop, so I can have a seat. I'm ponder whether I'm going to go any further with this weather the way it is. It's not too bad, like temperature wise. A little bit humid, you can feel the humidity. So the green sign up here is Melamilla and Henderson Drive. So you go right to Henderson Drive. There's a lookout up there, about halfway up. Rode the scooter up there one time. There's a video of that. Yeah, it's not the nicest walk from here to South Johnson. So that's why I sort of contemplate, like, oh, will I stop here, have a rest and work it out what I'll do. Let's see where the road used to go here. You can see it through there. It's the time of the year for the runny nose. I think there's a truck down here, so I may not be able to stop there. Survive the drive, take a rest and refresh. So Silkwood's 24, so you can go to Townsville that way. And you can go to Innisfail, back the way I just came. Parnella Park's out this way, via South Johnson, out to Mina Creek. There's your Henderson Drive, the very start of it, or the end of it. Sure this truck will probably turn in here. No indicator, so I don't know. Might be, there it is. Let me get off the road. Strong safe workwear safety gear, local supplier. That signage there. What's the name of this park? Yeah, I want to sit over there where that truck is. Jerry Vyner Park. Oh dear, this one he's fixing. Far out, you can see where the cane train and that used to go. And you can see where it goes now. Wow, it'd be nice if they fully did this up. And I'll get a bit of a time lapse when I stop, charge the camera up a bit and see how I go, see how the weather goes. Hopefully we'll see a cane train go by, like earlier. I don't know if it'll show up on video, if you could see it in the video, because I was still at the service station at the time. I know the truck's here and there's a dog, but I still need somewhere to sit.